Hi, everybody. We're here at the Rock Antenne Studios in Munich, Germany, talking to Leigh from Pop Evil, a band that is already quite successful in the United States. Over here in Europe, you're doing well, but you could be better, which is going to change right now.
It's changing right now. We're here. It's all gonna happen now.
You toured here before, right?
We have. I think we got our first taste of Germany with our buddies in Five Finger Death Punch, and then we've been trying to get back more and more. Obviously, every new album, and you know, we're excited. I got my first taste last time I was here with at Rock 'em Ring and Rock 'em Park, and wanted to play those since I was a kid, watching them on MTV back at home in the States, and. You know, here we are in Munich tonight with our good friends Three Doors Down, so it's going to be a fun night.
And it is good because it seems that Pop Evil can play with a wide variety of bands. I mean, you mentioned Five Finger Death Punch, now you're here with Three Doors Down. Yeah. Those are not, you know,
no, totally
it's like
different.
A big gap.
Not many bands, even back home in the States, can do that, you know, and that's always been the Pop Evil way. You know, we have our metal influence, Five Finger, and then we have our, you know, our more alternative rock influence, more Three Doors Down, and singing with a lot of melody. And it's probably why we called the band Pop Evil, because we never really fit the normal stereotype. And you know, I can do so many different things vocally, and I think now, even back at home in the States, our fans are starting to understand our identity, and it's starting to get carved out more and more. And you know, we're excited to break Europe. I mean, I know it's been something that's been very important to the band, and we've been just striving and fighting back at home to just make sure that we can keep coming back more and more. Yeah. And it's tough. We're an independent label back home, so everything's funded kind of by ourselves. So it's taken a little bit longer than we have liked. But we're here now, and like you said, today it's going to all start.
It's funny because you guys have been around for quite a while.
Yeah, a long time.
So you have
2001.
Yeah,
so it's been
exactly.
A long time.
It's like you have a very strong spine, I guess, when it comes to like holding on to everything. I gotta just to get a measurement. I mean, how successful are you in the States? I mean, can you?
We've had four or five #1 records, and then I think we've had like 15 top 10 charting songs. So we've had a lot, and we're just releasing a new single back at home actually this tomorrow. So I mean, it's crazy to think how fast things have come, and I think also this spring, hopefully if everything goes as planned, we're going to start working on that next record, and hopefully when that new album's drops sometime in 2017, we'll be able to again start it just as the same time we start it in the US, we'll start it here in Europe as well. So I mean, trying to do everything at the same time now, and hopefully getting over here a couple times, maybe even 3 times an album cycle is our goal. So it's just it's been incredible how fast things are happening back at home, but now how things are happening in Europe. I mean, it started slow, but we understand now, being here, that in order to break a band, whether it's here, Canada, back at home in North America, or any country for that matter, you have to be there. You have to go there, and you have to like see the people, and you have to get in the trenches, so to speak, and they will appreciate that. And
you're in the trench right now.
There we go. We're in the trenches here.
Oh my goodness!
Got my cappuccino in a mug. So it's good. It's good.
Well, you know, talking about the new record, obviously it's too soon, but I thought personally. There's no ass kissing or anything. I thought that every song on Up is better than Trenches. And you
so
won.
much.
You know, Trenches was like a #1 song ever, and it was very successful. But then again, how do you want to top this one?
Yeah, it's
what
crazy.
do you want to do better?
It's crazy too, because we wanted to record, and we're from Michigan, so we wanted to get out of Michigan to record this particular album. And so we went to Seattle, and Seattle is a long way from Michigan. If you know the geology of the U.S., you know, it's far away, so we didn't want any friends and family tainting our view about you know, recording. And we went out there to Seattle, which again, Pearl Jam was one of my favorite bands growing up, and of course the Seattle sound is so legendary in the U.S. because all the great bands, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Foo Fighters, they all come from Seattle. So we were hoping some of that would rub off on us to do that record. And you know, it's an album we're the most proud of. But now, as we get ready for our 5th album in 2017 here,
you're planning on the Bahamas, right?
No, we're actually I wish. But we wouldn't get anything done. We'd be like, we'd be in the water.
AC/DC got something done there.
Did they do it there?
They did back in Black. I think.
Man, I don't know if we could do anything in the Bahamas. But I think we're going to come back to Michigan, save a little bit of money, put more money in the band members' pockets, and come back to the roots. And try to do things there and hopefully put together our best album yet, you know. And again, it's this album, we do feel it's like one of our better albums, but we still feel it's new again to Europe. You know, we didn't have enough time to. We started the album though doing the European festival circuit, and that's the one thing. Like, I don't know if European fans understand. Like, whenever we do interviews back at home, radio back at home, everyone says, "What are the crowds like in Europe? What are they like in Europe?" And they're starting to understand that like European fans are a bit better because they appreciate new artists. You know, and I think back at home. The markets are so saturated that they're like, oh, Avenged Sevenfold, oh, we'll go see him next time. Or, oh, it's Pop Evil, oh, we'll go see him next time. You know, it's like, but in Europe, it's like an event, and they all come out because they understand for American bands, it's not as easy to come out. So everyone comes out when you come, and they respect bands, no matter how big they are, that still come out and support them. And being here is something that is so vital to the success of your band and being in Europe, and that's something that we've been trying to do. We had a couple tours fall through, this album cycle in particular, and we didn't think we were going to get back till Three Doors Down was like, look, we got this North American tour, it's going to go into Europe. We're like, are you kidding? Yes, thank you, thank you. So it's just awesome to finally back over here, and against Germany especially. You fall more and more in love with it every time you come. You see something a little different. You learn more about the culture, and I think that's the fun. And actually, we have a new drummer in our band as well, and she's from the UK. So it's fun to show her our culture back at home. We're like, you had a Taco Bell before? We're going to Taco Bell late night. She's like, Taco Bell? What are you talking about? I'm like, no. You want real Mexican food? Taco Bell. So we're gonna take her to Taco Bell, and of course now she's getting a chance to take us back to the UK here in England, and she's gonna probably do the same
really
thing.
British
back.
curry.
Really British, yeah. We'll get some curry.
Real Indian curry from
the strong curry we had was here in Germany. You know, I mean, we get that. So
because it's a tough country. It's not like a like a wimpy country like England.
Well, there it is. There it is. Right. But no, man, it's great. And Germany has been. It's just so powerful to us. I know both on and off the stage and the shows. I think it's our fourth show tonight here in Germany. We started in Germany. Yeah. So these fans are unreal, man, and they travel. They don't just go to one show like a lot of them do in the States. They're like, it's an event, man. They're following you around the country, and some will even follow us all the way to London in the last show. So it's special. It's inspiring. I mean, rock and roll is in a different place around the globe, but the U.S. especially. Yeah. And I think it's ironic that a country that prides ourselves in freedom of speech, somehow along the lines, people that listen to rock, our voice matters a little bit less. And, you know, we're screaming from the mountaintops and trying to get more pride and try to create more awareness to people to let them know that, man, new music matters for the next generation. So they don't just pick up an Xbox and a video game and think that's how you play a guitar. So it's something that we're very passionate about.
I do.
Right. Exactly.
You know, the music of Pop Evil is something. How did you determine to do the stuff the way you do? To go like, we give it a crunch, but we also have like a real hit there. Because there's like, what, 13 songs and 14 hits on this record?
Oh man, I mean, thank you.
Seriously, I mean, how do you do it?
Well, I think you evolve, you know? I mean, I think that as a band, like, it's just about who you are personally, you know, and I think all five of us have never wanted to sound the same. We're always wanted to push ourselves. And like you said, Trenches, which was on our third album, was our first #1. Yeah. So it was such a huge record. It was such a turning point in our career. But we already have that song in our set. You know, it's like we want our set live when you come see us to take you somewhere. Yeah. And if we're just playing the same song 10 times, that does nothing for the fan. You know, that does nothing for us on stage. Like, we want to go somewhere and take you on a journey, peaks, valleys, ups and downs, and take you somewhere emotionally when you watch us live. And the live show is what it's all about. So it all comes back to that. Did you I thought that Trenches was compared to the songs from Up, it's a little bit rougher, a little bit edgier. Yeah, a little heavier. Did you like, you know, soften the edges a little bit? I think I think Trenches was on our third album, which was more angry and heavier in a different way. I mean, I lost my father in 2011. So I was angry. When the singer is in a certain mood, I mean, the band kind of goes there, because, I mean, that's where the lyrics go. And I remember doing the record and just being a little lost. I mean, I just had to let that go, because we played 250 shows a year since 2005. So it's you don't really get a lot of time to process that information, because you just go to the next show in the next city. So it all came out, I think, on that record. But then when we sat down to do the Up album, I was tired of being angry. You know, I didn't want to do it again. You know, I was like, look, I don't want to go write Trenches 2 or make Onyx 2. You know, I wanted to do something different, and how can we progress? And I wanted to be happy. I got into music to have a good time and to meet new people, and hey, let's all go to the bar and do a shot, or let's all go have a beer, you know, not because I was trying to be like, I'm better than you or I'm better than your band. That's just not how we grew up. You know, we were raised at like, you got a band? Let's all jam together. You want a headline? You play last. I'll be at the bar while you play watching you, you know, and you'd be like, no, you play last. I want to do a beer while I'm watching you. So that was kind of how we grew up in Michigan. And I felt like we'd gotten away from that on the previous albums because you were so angry about where the business was, or in the US 20 years ago, one #1 record, let alone 4 of them, you'd be playing arenas, you know, and now you're still fighting to, you know, play little small bars, and people don't always know who you are, but they know who Justin Bieber is. So it's like, this is ridiculous, you know, like why is popular music not including rock bands? You know, I mean, we're working just as hard. We're sacrificing our families for our fans. Like, so again, I think that came out to not be so negative, to take a more positive approach on life and be like, we're grateful, man. We get to do music for a living. And we never got into it to make money anyways. We got in it to play shows, and we're here in Germany, around the world, playing shows. I mean, that's pretty special. And for a bunch of guys, one girl, small town Michigan, to be over here in Munich today, playing with our buddies in Three Doors Down, it's a blessing. And I think if you're more grateful for that, the fans see that on stage. I mean, fans are smarter than ever. They're on social media. They're seeing what you had for breakfast. They're seeing what you had for dinner, and they feel more like they know you. They feel closer to you now more than ever because of the social media game, and that's awesome. So seeing you positive and excited about life, you are their release, right? When things are tough and it's Monday and you're like, I don't want to go to work, or my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my kids are driving me nuts. You know, that music is there to give them a release. And when we're negative, it all starts wrong, you know? So it's important, this album, to be more positive. But, you know, I think there's going to be a time and place on this next record where we're going to be able to put some time into the pop and really focus more on the evil. And just, you know, we're very influenced by popular music, but we're also influenced by metal, man. You know what I mean? Who isn't? So it'll be exciting to see where this new one goes. We'll see.
Good. Well, I have no more further questions, Johanna.
Yeah, well, you know what? Bam, we do. Nailed it. Good.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely. And thank you guys out there. Pop Evil is coming. It is loud and proud, and it is German tonight in Munich. So we'll see you there.
Rock Antenne, der beste Rock nonstop.